We're going to start with single knee folds, or if you're following Josie, she's going to do leg slides. It works the abdominals and also your pelvic floor. Now, if your bump is really low, you might want to follow Catherine here, who's got a big ball and she's leaning against the wall for extra support. Okay, so we're going to come down onto our elbows, or if you're following Josie, you're going to stay up on the hands, and we're just going to lift the leg up like this, or Josie's going to slide the leg along the floor. Are you ready? Right leg, here we go. Lift, lift. Now change leg. We go up for 2 and down for 2. Exhale, inhale, gently up. Try to keep a neutral spine as best you can. We've got 4 more. And gently down. Left leg, 3. Gently down. Make sure that you're not collapsing in those shoulders. Lifting the chest. 1 more. And we're going to do some little hip rolls. To your right. Slowly over. And gently back. Not too far. To the left. And gently back. 1 more each side. And gently back to center. And then we repeat that first movement again. Right leg up, or slide it along the floor. And gently down. Really pulling in those pelvic floor muscles. And again, checking that you're not collapsing in the shoulders. And gently down, left side. Up, up, down, down. Let's do 4 more. And gently down. 3 more. And gently down. Remember, if you get tired, have a breather. And gently down. Last one. Slowly up. And gently down. Now gently push yourself up slowly. Take your time. And we're going to sit in the middle of your mat. If you can open out the knees, provided there's no pelvic or lower back discomfort, open out the legs. If not, follow Josie and stay in parallel. We're just going to do a little C curve, curving under. So we lean back, drop the head down slowly, and then coming up. And lift the chest, open out the shoulders. We tuck under, like you're rolling through the vertebra. Tuck the chin in, and we lift up, lift the breastbone, open out the shoulders. 2 more like this, curl under, your head down, and up, gently lifting the breastbone. 1 more time. Then we're going to work those tricep muscles at the back of the arm, right up, and gently. Now, I'm going to place the hands behind you. The legs are in a parallel position with the feet hip width apart, middle of the hip, middle of the knee, down to the second toe. If this feels too difficult, or if there's any wrist problems, follow Josie and her team. So we're straightening our arms up, looks like this. We bend and straighten, so join in, down slowly and straighten. You've got to watch as that the elbows don't poke out to the side and the shoulders don't come forward. So keep those elbows pushing in towards each other and the collarbones open wide. Let's do 4 more like this. And really resist. Let the body resist the arms trying to straighten up. 2 more like this. Breathe out as you straighten those arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Double time. Here we go. Bend, straighten. If you haven't got time to fully straighten those arms, just stay at the end range of the movement. Let's do 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And gently release. Might have a little burn in those triceps there, so you might want to have a little stretch there. And then we're going to take our resistance bands and we're going to do an exercise called seated row. If it's difficult for you to sit upright for this next exercise, you can prop yourself up on some cushions, or you can do this with your knees bent instead of legs straight. So sitting back on your mat, whoops, and crisscrossing the band so that you're holding it in the opposite hand. Feet are flexed. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, you can widen the feet because it tightens up the band here. Otherwise, you can narrow the feet. Are you ready? Here we go, pulling back, slowly back and slowly forward. Take your elbows back behind you. Exhale, pull back. And as you pull back, what you've got to make sure is that you don't lean back. You've got to stay nice and upright. Also, watch the shoulders don't come forward. And also watch your ribs don't poke out. 2 more like this. Exhale and inhale. 1 more slow version. And now we're going to go double time. Here we go. Beautiful. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And then gently release. Put your band to one side and very carefully you're going to come down onto your mat. So roll onto your side. You might want to place a little cushion under the bump just for a little bit extra support. Your knees are going to be bent at about 45 degrees in front of the body. Just carefully lowering yourself down, hand in front, waist long. We're going to do oyster Charleston. Just watch first, it looks like this. You're going to open out the knee without rolling that pelvis back. So keep the hips stacked one over the other and then close and then lift that knee up again without rolling the pelvis. Are you ready? 4, 3, 2, slowly lift, up and close down. Now turn it in, Charleston, up, up, down, down. Exhale, inhale, and Charleston, and down. Again, slowly lift, and down, and turn it in, and down. You're almost halfway, and down. Keeping those hips still, so there's no twisting of the pelvis. You've got 4 more of these to go. And gently down, and lift, and gently down. Exhale, and inhale. Remember to keep breathing. 1 more. And gently in. Now just the first movement, we're going to have a little pulse and in, pulse and down. Shh. Breathing out as you lift. It's like you're blowing out the candle. Shh. Keeping the shoulder away from the ear. You've got 8 more to go. Shh. Keeping the waist long. Pulling in the pelvic floor. Last 4, 3, 2, and all the way down, Charleston. So we go up and down an inch, up and down an inch. Exhale. Check that the shoulders are away from the ears and your pelvic floor is drawn in. 8 more to go. Keep breathing out every time you lift. Last 4 to go. 3 more. 2 more. And then gently release. You should feel that all around here. And just very carefully taking your time to push yourself back up onto all 4s. Making the transition nice and slow, not to move too quickly. And when you come onto all 4s, we're just going to have a little rock back. So we're going to tuck the tailbone under, head down a little, and then we flatten the back and come forward. Lean back and tuck the tailbone under, just a little, rounding, stretching out that lower back and coming forward. Let's do that 2 more times. Tuck the tailbone under, lean back, open out the spine and lean forwards. 1 more. tuck under, lean back, and then coming forwards. Okay, so now you're going to do the opposite side. So again, take your time to make the transitions. And moving to the opposite end of the mat, getting that 45-degree angle and stretching out that arm, top arm in front. Make sure you've got that shoulder down away from the ear, your waist is long, hand is steadied in front, ready to lift that knee. In 4, 3, 2, we take it up, up, and down, and down. Keeping the shoulder down. And most important of all, lift and down. Now we do the Charleston. Up, up, and down. Lift that knee up. Keeping the pelvis really still. Charleston, up, up, and down. Oyster, up for 2, and down for 2. Shoulders down. Lovely. Let's do 4 more. And down. And lift. And down. 3 more. And down. And lift. Remembering to breathe. If you get tired, just take a moment. Keeping those hips stacked, joint over joint. Let's do 1 more. Up. And down. And Charleston. And now just oyster on its own. End range little pulses. Up, down an inch. Up, down an inch. Exhale, inhale. Make sure you don't lift too high so that you don't disturb the pelvis. It mustn't rotate. Final 8 to go. Keeping the hips still and those shoulders square. Last 4, 3, 2, and close the leg for Charleston. End range, little lifts. If you feel that you're not sure if you're moving your hips or not, you can always put the hand on the hip to make sure the pelvis stays still. Last 8 to go. Keeping that navel pulled in tight. Last 4, slowly up. And then gently coming down. Very carefully push yourself up to a sitting position. And then we're just going to turn around on all 4s again and just do that little loosening off exercise. Here we go. Tuck under, lean back, and then flatten the spine as you come back. Again, tuck under, lean back, and come forward as you flatten the spine to a neutral position. 2 more, tuck under, leaning back, and come forward, and up. 1 more time, tuck under, leaning back, open the spine, and come forward. Back to a neutral position. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. If you have any wrist issues, you can always go onto your knuckles for this one to take the pressure off the wrists. We're going to do a tabletop exercise, so we're just going to be sliding the leg along the floor without lifting it and then gently bringing it back in. And as you slide the leg away, try not to disturb the hips or the pelvis. So trying to keep like you've got a scalding hot cup of tea on your pelvis and lower back. So try not to spill that hot drink. Josie's going to keep the feet on the floor and she's just going to move the arm. Okay, so it's alternate sides starting with your right. Are you ready? 4, 3, 2, slowly out, slowly back. Left side, out, slowly back. Exhale, Inhale, slowly out and back. 4 more to go, and back. 3 more, and back. Beautiful. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. Is that scalding hot cup of tea still balancing? And gently release. Just sitting back on the heels, just open out the knees wide. Sitting back on the heels, provided it feels comfortable for you. That's it, just opening out the spine. And gently roll up. That's the end of our floor section. And now join us for a cool down stretch.